Yes, I did. You do know nothing I'm going to say is going to live up to that intro, don't you, and that clapping. I have actually taped my set list on here. What have you done to this mic? Have you lubricated it? Getting a little old, brain going, memory is crap. I get home, walk upstairs, get to the top of the stairs, forget what I went up there for. You all done that? Yeah, then walk back down the stairs and wet yourself. Yeah? Well, thank you for coming. Some of you obviously have maybe had to get babysitters or miss EastEnders or forego therapy sessions or something to be here. None of you came to see me, did you? You all came to see others, so which is nice. So the people couldn't get out of the home, just come from your homes. Have you all had a go at the unisex toilets yet? People seem to have real issues with unisex toilets, and I don't know why, because in your houses there are unisex toilets. But they come here and they go, oh, it's a unisex toilet. The unisex urinal is a bit of an issue. Every so often you'll hear a thump as a young lady falls out of it. Alright, so just be careful in there. Be very careful as well. Chalk on the walls in the cubicles. Okay, George Michael left here with a very dusty back and forehead. Hang on. Yes, Bethnal Green. Who's actually from this area, Bethnal Green? Yeah, it's lovely, isn't it? It's like a really, really posh shithole. Just the other day we were out the front, Ben and I were out there having a little smoke, and we saw a businesswoman in a convertible Mercedes having to drive round winos. I think that is pretty much indicative of the area. You put it through Wikipedia, and nothing really good has happened here. There's nothing good. It just seems to be full of death, murder, more death, more murder. The Cray twins were born here, so obviously a reasonable couple of human beings they were. And 1943, 172 people burned to death in a small cavernous club. No, I made that up, alright. It's not true. No, it's not true, it's alright, I didn't. But that was World War II, so I've been thinking a bit about World War II, and I think a big part in Hitler's downfall was the salute. Because, I mean, let's face it, Hitler did this, whereas Churchill did this. And scissors cuts paper. Foregone conclusion. Now, the only other leader who could have played that game was Julius Caesar, because he had a stone. Yes, so he could have played. And Julius Caesar, first emperor of Rome, he defeated Pompey, gave his name to the alternative birthing method, and a small can of dog food, which they were all doing at the time. King Win-a-Lot was big in Carthage, and Prince Chum, I think, was a leader of the Germanic tribes. Good pedigree, obviously. Well, anyway, Caesar, yes, he changed the face of the Roman legions. He changed how they worked. Yeah, he took away their round shields, and he gave them ironing boards. Fantastic. And he took away their big, choppy swords and gave them small, little, pokey, stabby fruit knives. You see? And he guaranteed to make sure that they were tough, make sure they were hard as nails, by dressing them in mini-skirts and flip-flops. Now, if you're going into battle dressed like that, you have got to be hard as bloody nails, because the enemy's going to take the piss for a start, aren't they? Yeah? But yeah, one sec. I get the text, hold on. Yeah. Yes, he changed it. He taught them discipline, he taught them teamwork, and he taught them tiddlywinks, which is unusual, but it passed the time. So you imagine the Roman legion going into battle, flipping and flopping away. All the ironing boards locked together, yes, pokey stabby fruit knives coming out through there. Each man protecting another one with a solid wall of Teflon, except the poor bastard on the end, standing out on his own. So imagine turning up late for work. Sorry, I was late, Centurion, lost a flip-flop. That's okay, Expendicus. Sean Connery. End of the line. End of the line. Yes, end of the line. The man on the end of the line. Expendicus flips to the end of the line. Flip, flip, flip. End of the line. And it's from that period in history we get the phrase, oh my God, I'm completely fucked. Right? Because not only are Are you marching into battle, knowing that you're marching into certain death? You've also got the knowledge that you are probably the worst soldier in the Legion, because you're not going to put your best soldier at the end of the line. And I can kind of relate to that, because I was at the end of the line. I mean, not in the Roman legions, obviously, but at school. Schoolyard football. Just imagine it. 72 kids in a line, because it's schoolyard football, so there's going to be that many, all waiting to be picked by the two cool kids to play in the football team. Okay, 72. And I'm there in the line. The cool kids pick one. Steve walks forward, joins them. Goldie Jeff goes forward and joins them. Janine? I don't mind she's a girl, but she's the dinner lady. Caliper Dave gets picked before me. One by one, they're picked. My bottle of self-respect slowly dripping onto a dusty floor of shame until there's just me left. And then the final kick in the prides, the final death knell, they start to argue over me. You have him. No, you have him. All right, tall, come here. You can be a goalpost. It taught me some things in life, that sort of stuff. It taught me that when life is shagging you up the arse, the best thing to do is just look back over your shoulder and say, harder, Centurion. It taught me there's two kinds of people in life. I mean, you could be a road runner, just happy to stay on that straight and narrow, never deviating, never trying anything new, just staying with what you know. You know, I always shop in Waitrose, or I always buy my CDs from HMV. A bit outdated now, isn't it? Or you could be a coyote. Now, no matter how many times you fail a job interview, you get turned down for a credit card, or catapult yourself into the cliff face, you get back up and you have another go. Now, life's better, I think, as a coyote. It's much more interesting, much more varied, much more scary, like this. But it's important to be one, especially if you're at the end of the line, or you're playing scissor, paper, stone with your life. Thank you. Thank you.